Welcome to the Marble Sports Worldwide podcast, where we discuss your favorite marble sports. We bring you in-depth analysis of each event across many different marble sports competitions. Catch all the information and drama you want to hear about your favorite players, teams, events, and more right here on the MSW podcast.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Marble Sports Worldwide podcast. My name is Brendan.
And I'm Commander Wolf.
And I gotta tell you guys something today. I am tired. Above all things, I am tired and I am busy. There's a lot going on in my life right now, in my non-marble life. A lot of college things, applications, essays, you name it. I mean, for anyone who's already been through their senior year of high school and has partaken in all that college application process, applying to a bunch of schools. I mean, evidently Mr. Woff has only applied to one, and he actually got into it, so I guess that's pretty lucky for him. And how many years in college are you now?
This is my fourth year.
Oh, wow. Oh, so you're pretty old.
Yeah, I'm 22, remember?
No. But wow. You are a little older than I remember, but yes, you must have aged over the past couple of months.
We literally talked about my age yesterday.
We did?
Yeah, I told you that I was 22 yesterday.
Did you actually?
Mm-hmm. Well, seriously.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Wow. Okay, yes. So anyway, man, I guess it's late. It's 9:40 p.m. everybody on this this Wednesday, episode 18. Episode 18. We're almost at 20. We're almost 1/5 of the way to our 100th episode special, which I don't know what this is gonna look like when we hit that 100th episode special, but I mean, of course, getting there would be the first plan, but I hope that would be awesome. I don't know what it's going to look like, but it's just going to be great if we can get there. The question is when. Absolutely, live chat. By the way, that's what I'm going to start doing now. Because I refer to the live chat, like, in passing often. Like, I'll be talking in a conversation. All of a sudden, I'll see something in the live chat, and I'll just kind of flip to it real quick. I'm just going to refer to any comment in live chat as live chat, so I'm not going to refer to the name of the people. So if the live chat says something, I'll just be like, oh, I'll refer to the live chat as a person. Like, I'll talk to it.
If anyone brings up something specifically that's really important, well, at least I'll mention them by name.
Yeah. But for the most part, it's going to be like, oh yeah, live chat. I might have cut out for a little bit. I don't think so, but okay.
Yeah, Discord has some issues sometimes, it seems, with audio transfer.
Yeah, but it will always come through a little bit better, much better on the actual recorded episode that most of you fans are listening to here in the quieter times of the Marble sports season. But anyways, we know Mr. Woff's age at this point, 22. 22.
Yep. Going on 23 in 2 months.
Oh, how about that? When's your birthday?
November 12th.
November 12th, everybody. So November 12th, we're going to have to plan a surprise party for him.
Surprise Discord party.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have to get him presents. And, I don't know. We'll do something special for him. We'll do something special for episode 100. We'll do something special for episode 50. And we may even have this is the announcement I was supposed to make, by the way, before I got sidetracked. We may even have a special for episode 25. We have someone who's kind of working on it, kind of not. We'll see. He does need some help. What he's pretty much trying to do is compile awesome moments from the first 25 episodes. 24 would be episodes. So if you're in the Discord for the MSW podcast, the guy's name is, what is it? I think he's never offline and he's never really online. He's always on Do Not Disturb. His name is Piney, and he does the Raspberry Racers Instagram, who came out on top this year. But, chat him on Discord. If you're not in the Discord for MSWP, definitely get into it. There's ample ways to do that. Description of the podcast, if it's not on SoundCloud, like all the other platforms, should have the Discord link in the description. I think it's in other places, but on the Reddit, it's posted weekly for the live chat. But if you can think of any special moments from episodes or moments you really like, or you just want to help out with a special, just contact him on the Discord because he would like the help. So maybe we'll get a special out. Jeez, I can't speak. Discord Nitro would be nice, live chat.
Mr. Wilson,
drinking some water.
So I guess in other news for announcements, in the past few episodes, you probably heard my messages, but Wimith is not actually our editor anymore. They stepped down before they ever actually fully edited an episode. Like, they gave us an edit for episode 16, but it wasn't really up to standard, and so we had some revisions that we wanted them to do, but they never got around to it. And from what Marble Guys told me, he said that he actually wasn't as available as he thought he was, and so he had to step down. So we are now looking for a new editor, because right now me and Brendan will be alternating episodes until we get one. And we talked about this, and the idea is like we will send like our audio for an intro, and we'll have basically edit an intro audio for the intro segment. And if you can send it back and we like it, we'll give you an entire episode to do. And if we like that, then you can become the new editor. And if you don't have any experience with audio editing, what I'm planning on doing is like recording like a step-by-step process of how I edit episodes for you to reference. So if you have the availability but don't have any experience, you can like use this video that I'm going to make to learn how to do so.
Yep, definitely. And let me just tell you what. Listen, based on the situation with MSWP at the moment, we would prefer if people out there could do it for free if they were interested. But we will expend a little bit of a budget here because the audio editing would be awesome, okay? And so, I don't know, we would probably pay up to as much as $5 per episode. I know it's not that much. I don't want the sarcastic, whoa, that's so much, over there. I mean, I know, but I mean, $5 is $5. You do an episode weekly for us, $5, 52 weeks. That's like $200 to $300 a year. So I mean, it's not too bad. We would pay up to that much per episode if you really wanted it. We're really looking, and especially if we're paying for you, we're looking for a reliable weekly editor that can actually do it and do it well.
Yes, but because this is a non-profit podcast, at least in my opinion, we would definitely prioritize people who would do it for free until we can actually make money with this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know where he's getting these ideas. It's a profit podcast if we can make a profit.
Well, until we make a profit, then we should try and I would say, in my opinion, since it's non-profit right now, we shouldn't I would prioritize people who are willing to do it for free, because we don't make money. We'd be to give. We would be just giving out of pocket.
Yeah. So we would figure all that out. Our special guest who'll be on today, who's actually in the live chat at the moment, said something about he might be able to do it.
For our live chat, it normally takes about, for me, it takes about, because I listen through the entire episode to cut out blips and stuff that happen in the episode. It takes me about 3 hours per episode now, because it usually takes like 1.5 to 2 times the length of an episode to because I go through and I'm very thorough with it. Maybe 2 hours, 2.5 to 2 hours probably is more a more reasonable number, actually.
Yeah, I'd say that sounds about right. For me, the first time I did it anyway, it took about 6 hours.
Yeah.
And it didn't even sound that good because I didn't know what I was doing. But the most recent time I did it, which was actually quite a bit of episodes ago, like episode 12 or 11, you do get better, was like probably 2 to 3 hours. I mean, it's still... I'm so busy right now, it would be great to have someone help out, but...
Yeah, and you don't have to do it all in one go. You can do it in chunks. Like you can do like maybe like the intro for one day, then half of the episode, the discussion for the next day, and then the other half for another day. Or you can do it all in one sitting. It all depends on your schedule, like really.
Yep, just let us know. I don't want this intro to go past 11 minutes, so very quickly we're going to go to the news right now.
Hello, Marble Sports fans! I am Johnny Marble here once again with the Marble Sports Worldwide News. Did you miss me? Because, well, I always say, did you miss me? But it's really I that miss you. Let's jump into the news today, starting with the saddest news of all. That's right, Marble Showdown has finally come to a close. And oh boy was it exciting! In the final event, balancing, several teams brought their A game, with stellar performances from the likes of the Hornets, Snowballs, Team Primary, and Team Momo. The Tall Boats, however, also performed well, but being only 1 point behind Team Momo. Yet due to their low overall performance, they have failed to qualify for the Marble League 2020 qualifiers next year. They're followed by Shining Swarm, Turtle Sliders, and the Limers in that sense. The Limers, however, had a bad string of terrible performances throughout Showdown, and it's really unclear if they will ever make a comeback. But let's hope so. In more positive news, the hosts for the 2020 Marble League were revealed after Showdown's conclusion, and they will be, drum roll, Team Galactic. It will be interesting to see what sort of space-themed events will be in next year's Marble League, making the anticipation that much greater. That's the end of my sheet here, so it must be the end of the news. I've been Johnny Marble. Thanks for joining me. Let's take it back to Brendan to continue the podcast.
What's going on? Welcome back from the news, everybody. I'm a little bit tired tonight. I'm a lot a bit tired tonight. But as always, Johnny Marble brings the energy as he does. I think...
Indeed.
Yeah,
I've
think
listened
he
to
is
Johnny Marble
from
and
Texas.
he's really good. Johnny Marble's really good.
Yeah, he really is. He has skill. Oh, did you know? Actually, I should mention this while we're on the topic. I asked him what mic he used because to me, his audio quality is really good. And so I was like, "Oh, dude, what do you use? He must have something really good." And he's like, "Oh, all I do is take my Samsung phone and put a sock over it and do it that way." I'm like, I was like, "No way."
Wow.
Yeah,
it proves that you don't need good equipment. Proves that you could just need talent and work ethic.
Yeah, absolutely. It was really intriguing. I'll have to try that. Maybe he does have one of those high quality Samsungs, because I know that's one thing. Sorry, I had to drink some water. I know that's one thing that Samsung does have going for it, or sometimes has going for it. Every once in a while, it will come out with a phone, and one of the features will be like supernaturally better than everything else. Like, we'll have the most amazing camera, I'll have the most amazing microphone, or something like that. So,
no S man, he did not introduce me.
Hey everybody, welcome our guest, Marbles for Autism.
And evidently I have not introduced my guest yet. But my point is, your phone might be able to do something amazing if it's a Samsung. And we have a guest today, everybody. Marbles for Autism, who has already talked a couple times.
Sorry about that.
He is here. And he actually has his own Marble Sports channel, so definitely go check that out if you really want more entertainment. He does to be honest, his content is higher quality than M&H Racing's terrible production of what was it called? What was their tournament called?
The summer games.
Oh, the summer games, the atrocious summer games. So definitely, to my opinion, MFA outmatches their quality, and he doesn't have nearly the subscriber count. So it goes to show that subscribers doesn't always measure quality.
Yeah, you know,
but
I
he's
only
on
have
today.
372 right now. I only have 372 subscribers right now. And also the fact is, the reason of that is I don't post that often because since you know how you are in school, you don't have a lot of time. And since I want to make high quality videos, it kind of makes a problem.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, that's the thing about a beginning YouTuber, is that you don't have enough income that you can cut other things out of your life, at the moment, because you don't start earning money, I think, to like 1,000 subscribers or something like that.
Yes, and 4,000 hours. You have to have 4,000 hours in a year in order to start making money.
Okay.
It's like really
crazy.
Yeah. I only have
that's
like
a lot.
120 hours for the past year to this date. It's not
Wow.
very good.
Yeah. So that's definitely a difficult number to reach. So to start earning enough money from YouTube that you can cut other things out of your life is very difficult to reach. So you have to you get busy. So I mean, it's so hard to reach that point, especially in school.
My parents have a channel that has like almost 13,000 subscribers. And
What?
Yeah, it's a daily vlog channel, Parsnips and Parsimony. That's where I got about half my
Go
subscribers
check that
from.
out, everybody.
Well, you know what? It's large family. I have 7 siblings, so it also gets a bit tough when you have that many siblings.
Oh, I would imagine if I had seven siblings, I would end it now.
Oh yeah. Also, another thing is that one of my siblings is 7 months old, and he is in my room, which is where I do all my videoing. So it does make for a challenge for videoing.
That's brutal.
So you have to make the videos come out quick. Right now, I'm actually editing one. I'll tell you, the event is long jump, which we haven't seen since 2017. So bringing it back into classic.
Talking about this is in your channel, right?
The 372 subscribers one?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's the only one.
Yes, Marbles for Autism. Yes.
Go check Marbles for Autism out. So you're saying the long jump is the next event?
The next Corsetti Rally, which
releasing.
Yes, which actually has two fan teams from the JMR who actually decided, since they didn't make it in, they wanted to get some practice in with MFA.
Oh, yeah, that's good. It's good to get the practice if you don't make JMR, because, dreams of the future, right? Definitely JMR is that elite top performing Marble League. So it's good to practice in the lesser leagues. You try to make your way there. Now, what 2 teams from this, I believe it was a fan competition you're referring to?
The fan team competition, yes. Well, we have actually 4 teams that did not qualify. The 4 teams that did not qualify from the WMT, the World Marble Tournament, and 4 fan teams. 2 of them are from JMR. So the 2 teams from JMR are actually the Red Pandas, which missed out by oh so close.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were close.
They were like 50 votes away.
Remember that.
50 votes away?
Yeah.
Something like that. And then the KOTR. Both teams made it to the second round. I did have an invite from the Woodland Foxes. I shot them an invite. They said they would, although they did get a better offer from MSPN. So they're now currently
absolutely.
running the M Games.
Yeah, definitely. A chance to be in the M Games is something you should not turn down. Now, what's KOTR? I'm trying to remember back to
Knights
the fan
of
team
the Round.
competition.
Knights of the Round. Sir Lancelot.
Knights of the Round.
Oh, Knights of the... Wait, who is that? Who? See, that was surprising
Ramirez.
to me that they had made it into
that was
the
not.
final
they
round
were a
of
good
the voting.
team. They were a good team. They
Yeah, but
posted
it's-
often on social media.
Right, but it's just not themed well to marble sports, Knights of the Round. I did not...
Yes, rip X
Live
Camo.
chat, we don't mention X Camo. I told you some random episode in the deep fall. Maybe I'll actually give the explanation of what this was. And we do not, Mr. Waff, under any circumstances, release that specific audio clip about X Camo created by the creator of X Camo.
You are the creator of X
We
Camo.
will not release that.
Oh yeah, X Camo.
And so we will not release that audio clip, will we?
I mean, it's you left it on Reddit.
And no, I did. Why would you say that? Because you know I'm not going to be able to find that and edit that out.
Actually,
I'm just not that good.
Guys.
I think you even said it
actually
on the
were
show
thinking-
like, back in episode something or other.
Yeah, that's true.
You actually were thinking about sending X Camo to me as a team.
Oh yeah, I considered that. Oh, this
You
is what
did.
happened. I'll quick explanation there. I considered that because I thought that would be cool, and it would also get me to watch MFA's channel more often because my team's in it. And then what happened was I ordered it from this. The only place I could find those specific camo themed marbles was this website called Flowers Child or Flower Childs. Some very weird name. I don't know. flowerchilds.com. Sketchy website from Canada. I don't know. It was all weird. And they never delivered the marbles. And I paid for the marbles. I paid all, what was it, $13 for that bag
A big
of
scam.
camo
A big scam.
marbles, and they scammed me.
Did you ever get your money back?
It's a scam.
No,
They don't
because
give your money
that
back.
That's actually a good story too, because I didn't purchase them myself, because so it doesn't matter why, but pretty much I asked my friend who lived at the high school that I go to. He's not there at the high school anymore. That's not a story I'm telling tonight. But I asked him if he could order and have them delivered to the school. I forget why I had to do that. I forget what reason I had. Yes, I go to a boarding school, live chat. Thank you. But I asked him to get it, so he ordered it, and then I paid him for it. And then they never came. And then conveniently, he was kicked out of the school, which, different story, like shortly after. And then he lives in California, and so I lost $13, and I never got my marbles. So, yeah.
You cut out for a good chunk of your story, so I couldn't really.
I
catch
heard him
most of it.
I heard him the whole time, Mr. Waff.
Really, I didn't.
So now, actually, we've solved a difficult problem, Mr. Waff, I feel here. Because if MFA was able to hear me the whole time, and you were not,
Well,
it means that it's
S-Man
not
didn't.
my fault.
S-Man didn't either.
Well, it's not
Well, I
my
did.
fault, though, because MFA was.
And
And
Andrew heard the whole story.
Our new Andrew Quadra, by the way, our new live chatter tonight. This is his first time. He heard it, so it looks like we have certain people in the Marble community who have difficult times with their headphones. In any event, we should actually get a little
Start
bit back
actually
to
chatting.
topic here. That's what?
So we should actually start getting chatting.
Yeah, we have been chatting. We just not have been chatting about
MFA or JMR.
what's been recently happening.
Okay.
No, yeah, you're right. But in any event, to steer this a little bit back during what? Why did I say during? To steer this back to the topic at hand here. MFA
My channel.
is a new
Yes.
guest for us. He's never been on. We actually recorded with him way back in like episode 5, 6, but we
Yep.
lost that episode. I forget if that was mentioned in the one
Well,
of
I
the
think what
earlier
happened.
episodes.
I think what happened, Marble Guy, was you thought I was recording your side of the recording, and then I only recorded my side of the recording, and then that's what happened. I think that's what happened.
Possibly. Whatever. Well, finally, you're on, so that's good. It's good to have you on. But we definitely want to
Yes.
ask our new guest guest the usual question we ask our new guests, which is, how did you get into marble sports?
Okay, so, long story. Back in 2017, yes, I'm part of the old guard. My mom found a repost off of Facebook about marbles. Yeah.
Really?
So, it just happened to be the race, the 500-foot Sand Marble Rally race with all 33 Sand Marble Rally members. So,
all right.
And that's the race where Comet won, so I was a Comet fan from there. So I saw the little logo in the bottom that said Yellow's Marble Runs. So I was like, oh, I've got to so check that out on YouTube. I so have to. So I checked it out, and the first video I clicked was the recently posted Event 12 2017 Marble Olympics. I've been an Ranger fan ever since.
And what was Event 12?
The Sand Marble Rally.
Oh, he's an Ranger fan. He's an Ranger fan, everybody. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, I did kind of waver in my support to them when they had that absolute horrid start in 2019 a bit. So I went to the back of the Green Ducks, Hazers, and Raspberry Racers ones because they're nice. I actually was rooting for the Hazers in 2018.
Yeah, and the Hazers did quite well to be a rookie team in 2018, and very well this year. All teams, evidently, that you root for happen to do quite well. So I don't know if that's you giving them luck or you just bandwagoning with the teams that are doing good.
I don't know. I do typically tend to bandwagon a bit. I will admit that. I will be the first to admit that.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's good to see how you got into marble sports. It's always fun to hear the stories. Sometimes they're crazy, sometimes they're not so crazy. I actually heard a story recently of one of my teachers from the school I go to. He's a younger guy, but he got into it because he and his kid have this like tradition, or not tradition, but like this thing they do where every night they watch a video on YouTube together. They just do it because it's father-son thing, I don't know. And they were recently, well, at least a little bit ago, I think it was a while ago actually, got into videos about marbles rolling and contraptions and those Rube Goldberg machines where you hit the domino and at the end of it, paint splatters everywhere. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
And so apparently they were just going through that, and on the recommendations they saw the Marble League, Olympics, whatever you want to call it, and they were hooked immediately. So they actually been watching that stuff together every night for a long time. So yeah, it's really, really nice story, you know. A father and his son, I think it was his son, got into that like that. Anyways, we should move on here. I think the best thing to do now is to go to the trivia segment, everybody.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Yes.
Our live chat said trivia as I said trivia.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love trivia.
You did call it. All right, you did. Great. And I think I have been deprived of Mr. Waff's voice for the last couple of minutes, so I'm going to actually call on him to start us off with the trivia question. Why don't you give us your trivia question of the day, Mr.
All right.
Waff?
So to get back at you for that Hubalino question last week, I'm going to ask you one from Hubalino as well.
I am not going to
good,
look
good.
at the live chat at all.
All right. So
No looking at live
Well,
chat.
Yeah, don't
Marble guy.
don't look at the answers that they're going to give us.
yeah, don't look at live chat, please. Yeah. Okay. So
I won't.
in 2018 Hubalino tournament, Event 8, Big Tower, what was Blackjack's finishing time?
Oh, it's so every time, guys. It's so obscure. Do I have an obscure button I can hit? You know, every time
Dude,
I get a question
that is like ridiculous. I mean,
Like, just get close to it.
I'm going to guess.
Okay, so
I think the Bumblebee's finishing time. Wait, did they get eliminated in the semifinal?
It said Blackjacks, not Bumblebees.
I know, but did you say did they get eliminated in the first round or did they get eliminated in the final?
Who? The Bumblebees?
The Blackjacks.
Blackjacks. Blackjacks did not make it past the first round.
Okay, so
Live chat says, "Waff, you really need to work on your questions."
I picked this one specifically for a very specific reason.
I'm going to say 150.
150. Okay.
Can you explain what happens in this event? What is it, Big Tower?
Basically, can I explain? Because I watched
sure,
this
go ahead.
recently. Basically, Big Tower is the giant thing that they had for the Halloween race. If you watched that
Yeah.
in 2018.
Oh, yeah, that was quite a big tower. The Grand Marbles, and welcome to the live chat. I don't know, dude. That is such a weird question. I'm trying to visualize that. I know it took quite a bit of time. I go like 224.
Wait, I'd like to re-guess. I'm
Okay,
gonna say
wait.
Go ahead and re-guess. One re-guess.
215.
This is
215.
great. I love this. This is so much fun.
All right, so you're gonna re-guess there?
I did.
You're gonna
215.
re-guess over there?
250.
215.
215.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go 224. Live chat. We got. All right, let me give you. Okay, be patient, Waff. I know you want to say the answer, but we have to respect the live chat. We got 220 from Andrew Quadra. We got 231 from Jess Speroni. Welcome, by the way. He's also new to live chat. We got 2 hours from S-Man. So
I think
That's
that's
wrong, I can tell you that.
That's 2 minutes. Like, do you not see that it's a period, not colon there?
oh no, what? No. Oh
Yeah, colon period.
no,
That's
that's 2
man's
hours.
guess.
That's 2 hours.
that's 2
that many
minutes.
minutes. Point that many seconds.
No, it's
No,
2
no.
minutes. It's
Oh.
2 minutes. It's 2 minutes.
Wait.
No, that's the dot means milliseconds.
Or
How do you
just
do hours,
hundreds
minutes,
of seconds?
Seconds. Someone type that. Type that, Waff, for the live chat right now. I want to see what hours, minutes, seconds look like.
Okay.
Like if I said 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 30 seconds, 0.7. I want to see that.
Oh, okay. Hours, minutes, seconds. Okay, so hours. I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. Hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds. That's what I think it is, at least.
Oh, really? Is it actually that? I didn't even know that.
Yep.
I feel like I should
they
have
are
known
correct.
that. I mean, I'm
All right. So we've had all guesses. So you guys have been saying that this is a bad question because who would remember a time? And you're absolutely right. It is a bad question if the Blackjacks even had a time at all, because in this event they got a DNF.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you.
That's why I
I'm
picked
gonna
them
give you-
specifically.
Hate
I'm
that
I'm
question.
gonna give a better question because let's just say I'm kind of.
Oh, good, great. A better question. Let's hear
Okay. So
it. That was mega.
Yep.
What were the top placing rookie teams in the past 3 years in the Marble Olympics / Marble League? I'd like the names
so
and
That's
their
a good
placement.
question.
for me, in the past
names
two
for the
or
placement.
three.
2017, 2018, and 2019. Just the top ranked.
And
Can I finish my question? So just the top ranked rookie
teams.
team.
Okay, so
And
that would be-
just the top ranked. Not all the rookie teams, just the top one. And then
okay.
that's clear
Their
at this
rank.
point, right?
Yeah, all right. So for me, I'd guess Green Ducks, Hazers, and Midnight Wisps, I believe, was also a rookie in 2017.
Okay, so now
All right, let me take a stab. Hey, I didn't take a stab at this question yet.
first things first,
Okay.
I'd like to hear Mr. Waff's actual predictions of where they finished, like the actual rank.
But-
Oh, because you have to guess placements.
Yes.
But you said play. I thought you said just name the teams. That's what I heard for the first
no,
question.
I said ranks too.
ranks. All right, fine. Green Ducks was was second place for this year.
Okay.
Then Midnight Wisps was, I want to say, Midnight Wisps was first in 2017. Wait, no, sorry, they were first in 2018. Sorry, it's in
They weren't rookies
20
in 2018.
they were then in 2017 they were rookies. They placed, I don't know, I want to say third, and then in 2018 the Hazers placed second.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me take a stab here. I know the Green Ducks were second in 2019. That's clear. Obviously,
Wait, I'm gonna go
I
grab a piece
waxed
of
on
paper
about
quick.
it for hours
I-
in recent other episodes. 2018, I know it was the Hazers. I can't remember the placement. I don't think it was second, but I could be wrong. I don't think it was second. I would pick more like fifth. Then 2017, I don't think it was the Midnight Wisps because there's a lot of rookie teams that year. I would probably lean. Ooh, that is a tough one. Oh man, I'm trying to think through the teams here. I would go. Was that the year Oceanics got second? Because if it was, I think they were
you're right.
in 2017.
It was. That was when they got second. Hazers wasn't second in 2018 then. So
I'm talking about 2017. I think the Oceanics were rookies 2017 and got like second or fourth or something. So I want to hear because that's how they end. No, because they got third in 2018. No, okay, that's not right. Then who else could it be?
Okay, so Waf,
Rojo, no.
Waf, what were your guesses again?
Green Ducks for second.
Okay.
Hazers, I said was second, but I think I've seen a lot of people guess fourth as well. But I think
the live chat is screaming at me. Oceanics are an original team. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd say that the Hazers.
Looking at the live chat.
I'd say Hazers second in 2018, Green Ducks second in 2019, and then Midnight Wisps third in 2017.
Okay.
I'd say Hazers not second. I think it was fourth or fifth. I'd put Green Ducks obviously second. And 2017, I wouldn't say Midnight Wisps. I just don't think... I don't remember them placing high that year. I would more likely say something like Snowballs or of the sorts. Or I don't know. But I don't think it was... I think it was...
Okay, so what's your final guess?
Snowballs. Snowballs at like
So you're going to go with Snowballs? I don't know. What place? Snowballs with what?
Yeah, probably. Fourth?
Snowballs with what placement? Okay.
I said fourth.
What was your 2018 guess?
I had said Hazers with fourth or fifth.
Which one are you going with final?
He's making me pick between the two. I mean, honestly, I don't remember Hazers being in top four, so I'm going to go five.
Okay, so would you like me to reveal the answer? The correct answer is...
I would love nothing more.
Okay, Midnight Wisps, like Andrew Quadra said, were rookies in 2017. They got fourth because the top three automatically qualify. Snowballs, remember, did not automatically qualify. They hosted in 2018. They were also original team. Midnight Wisps, you got it. Yeah, you were just off. Hazers got fifth in 2018. So Marble Guy, you were correct.
Oh, wow.
And Green Ducks. So basically, Marble Guy, you got 2 out of 3. You got 2 out of 3 correct. And but Waf got all 3 names correct. Nice job.
Thank you.
Was that an easier question than yours?
Let's get a round of applause for Waf, definitely.
You both did really nice.
All right.
Yeah, that was actually a good question. I enjoyed that. Like that was a good question. Example, Mr. Waf, I'm talking to you right now. Okay, this is a private moment here. That is an example of a well thought out, created trivia question. Okay,
it's already a private moment. It's publicly on the podcast, but I picked some. Like I'm
my question projecting to you right now. So definitely use him as your role model in the future. Evidently, I'm really no better.
Okay, what is your question, Marble Guy?
No.
What is your question, Marble Guy?
Your question's both good. I'm getting there. Okay, you know I'm a little slow tonight. It's 10:24 p.m. here on the East Coast. Anyways, my question is, and I had it. Okay, what were the 4 teams? There were only 4 of them that, and I believe it was all in the same year. Let me just say, yeah. Okay. There were 4 teams that only ever were in the qualifiers of a Marble Olympics once, and they all didn't qualify. Okay? They all failed. So they showed up for the qualifiers, and it was actually in the year 2018. They all failed, and they've never been seen from again. There are 4 teams that hold that position. All other teams have either tried to qualify more than once or actually competed in another Marble Olympics. So name those 4 teams.
I actually know 2 of them
that have attempted to qualify.
Gliding Glaciers.
Qualify but didn't make it.
Can I say it? Gliding Glaciers. Team Plasma, which I actually love. That was like my number 2 team for 2018. I was really rooting for them.
Okay.
The other 3 and 4, let's see. The Golden Orbs.
All right.
And the fourth, trying to think of the rounds. Oh, I can't remember the fourth.
All right. Well, we'll go to WAF then.
I remember it was Gliding Glaciers. I thought Blackjacks tried. Team
right,
Plasma
the Blackjacks.
tried.
The Blackjacks, correct. Those were the four.
Team
Those were
Plasma.
the four.
So Blackjacks, Team Plasma, Gliding Glaciers, and then
Golden Orbs.
Was it the Golden Orbs?
No, they never tried again.
Wait, no.
Yeah, that's actually correct.
Wait, what? It is?
Yeah, the Golden Orbs. Believe it or not, I forgot about them.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah, there you go, Mr. Waff. So you kind of used
It was kind of a tag
MFA's
team.
knowledge
Tag
to your
team.
advantage. Yeah, that
a
was
tag
good. Tag
team.
team.
The Golden Orbs was the one I didn't know, but the chat seemed pretty adamant about it. Everything else I knew.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be looking at the chat.
Well, they're supposed to be using spoiler tags, but Andrew didn't know how to do it at the time. And then Grand Marble forgot to do it for him.
Well, what are you gonna do? All right, what are you gonna do there? Anyways, yes, no, don't be sorry. Our live
It's
chat
all right.
is
It's all right.
apologizing.
Everybody, this is a learning experience. It's all for fun. Don't worry about it.
This is all fun. In the words of my tennis coach, who I had freshman year, who evidently is also not at my school anymore, but in his words, don't be sorry, just don't do it. I love that so much.
That's a good
because
quote.
we would screw around a little bit at practice. You know, like there was this one kid, can't name names, but there's one kid who was like kind of annoying, and he would always get annoyed at the calls. You know, he'd be like, oh, no, that was in. And we would be like, no, it's clearly out. And he'd be like, no, it's in. And, you know, we get annoyed. So we would like, oh, God, this is kind of embarrassing. But some of my friends, was I a part of it? Do I really want to say that? No, but I think that one time one of my friends hit a tennis ball at him. It was kind of funny. But our coach was like said something about it, and we were like, oh, sorry. And he was like, don't be sorry, just don't do it. And it was hilarious.
That sounds like my
he
dad.
says that a lot.
That sounds like my dad. It's a lot like my dad. He just tells me when I'm sorry for like making problems. He's just like, don't do it, just fix it.
Just don't be stupid.
Yes,
you know,
basically.
Yes, but in any event, that was a great trivia segment. It was a long trivia segment actually, but it was a fun one. I enjoyed thinking through all these questions. As we move ahead here with the podcast, everybody, we now have a good 4 people in the live chat. It's good to see all you guys here today, and you know, supporting this show. We move on to probably the big news of this past week, which is the end of Marble Showdown.
Yes.
Which, you know, came to the end last Friday. And the San Marble Rally will start in a couple of days. By the time you hear this episode, the first episode will already be out. We will get to it in the following week. But definitely Marble Showdown, the big news. A lot of surprises. The Limas, you know, the Hornets, Team Primary's unbelievable performance in balancing. A lot of surprises. And a lot of wrong predictions. I know Mr. Waff can speak to that.
I have quite a few. Okay, we'll get to my my predictions and comparing them, because there's some. It's quite interesting how everything turned out. But we'll do that afterward. But for now, like, we got to talk about, like, I guess, the team's performances. And I gotta say, while Momo didn't like really make it to the end there, they were so well done. Like, their performance was so good. Like, their whole, like, that teamwork they got all the way up to, like, was it like past like almost the 100 mark? They're all near the 100 mark, right?
I think so. I think they got pretty close to the Marble Olympics record, or ML record. Oh, and we got somebody from...
Yeah, it's Marble League now.
Right, I know. And Andrew Quadra just pointed out something about Shining can't talk today. Shining Swarm's collapse to miss qualifying.
You'll get there.
Mm-hmm. Down 4 whole places.
I had noticed that. They were like 5th place in Final Spin. And I don't know. I guess they just really had a difficult situation because they just crashed. I did not expect to see them. I guess the what?
I guess the Swarmy just fell apart.
I guess the Swarmy did just fall apart. Someone write that down, Mr. Waff. Go ahead and write that down.
The swarming just fell apart?
No, the Swarmy.
SWARMI. I haven't asked you to write something down in a while.
Why?
All right? I haven't asked you to do that. So just, arbitrarily
SW
write that specific
Well,
statement.
the problem is I can't understand what you're saying, so I guess
Mr.
I'll
Waff.
wait to listen to the episode later.
Mr. Waff. SW Army.
That wasn't
Now
any
we're
better.
starting.
I'm sorry, you cut out too.
All right, well, Mr.
Mr.
Waff
Waff.
obviously is not very good at this. But moving on, yes, definitely, I was very surprised at the Shining Swarm and their performance. They were in 5th place. They dropped all the way down. But on the other hand, you look at Team Momo, who is in 9th place, came out with a very strong performance. I believe they at least got 1 marble into that green bowl at the end. And they had a couple past the 100 mark. I remember Greg Woods mentioning this. He was very surprised at how Momo had been able to perform. And
Although
what did they? Did they finish 3rd in that event?
No, they finished. It looks
Momo?
like. No, they only finished 4th.
Yeah, Momo was 4th.
Also,
in the balancing, because there were strong performances from other teams like the Snowballs, but yeah, it was very good to see them not give in.
I just like to say something.
Being low in the standings like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting is that both Hublino teams that you called trash both qualified.
Yeah. Yep. And we in the previous episode, Marble Guy brought up that at one point he made a promise to someone like that if both Hublino teams qualified for the qualifiers, like he would do something, but he can't remember, and I can't remember either. I don't know if it was on an episode or not, or if it was in the Discord chat, but like it was a promise that he made. I'm just not sure what it was.
All right, yeah, we shouldn't be bringing these things up.
You brought it up yesterday on the last episode.
Okay, let's calm it down there. I know that you're an hour behind, so you're a little bit more lively at the moment. But let's just keep it down over there.
Hey, Marble Guy, we're getting something from live chat that says they want you to tell the good news.
Oh yeah. I had forgotten. I had not forgotten. I actually saw that. Speaking in the live chat a little bit here, I had seen that message about me telling this news like 50 times in the last 5 minutes in the chat, and I literally have seen it, and I just hadn't gotten to it yet. So yes, I will tell this as we move here. There was the draft league, as you guys remember, maybe, for the Marble Showdown that I was a part of. 6 random people from the ML Facts Instagram were chosen to participate. And I had the Snowballs in primary. And I was in 2nd place, but behind a good amount of points. I don't remember how many points, but it was a lot. And it was like, you pretty much needed primary and the Snowballs to get the placements they did, 1st and 2nd. And primary had not been highly performing in this Marble Showdown. They had been doing all right, middle of the pack. They were probably going to end in the qualifying. And then primary comes out. I mean, Snowballs come out and do great. That was expected. All right, they were a veteran team. They were kind of wiping the floor with most of these other teams.
Well, I'd just like to say something.
I know I heard.
I actually did a little research before when I was trying to do a around the horn episode with MSPN, like Marble Nation, and I was researching and something interesting came out to me. And so when I did it, that only 16 marbles have been replaced since the start of 2016. So my theory is that the older veteran marbles actually have lots of microchips that are developing into bigger chips that are making them harder to roll. So I'm actually kind of surprised by Snowballs.
I have no idea what you just said, but that sounds very sciencey.
I'm very confused. Like I heard
that's a theory.
I heard something about microchips.
No,
I heard microchips.
Basically, what I'm saying is that the older teams have had many, many small collisions that have worn into their skin to make them like pocked.
Oh.
micro chips.
Gotcha.
Like
Yes.
tiny chips in a marble.
Tiny chips.
Are we
Tiny
getting
chips.
this?
Yeah,
Did
I'm
anyone
gonna-
else out there listening get this before I did? I thought he was talking about microchips, like tiny little electronic-y thingies inside the marbles. I was like, oh, well, that doesn't make much sense.
I was so confused.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, Mr. Waff, I agree with you. But yeah, definitely. Actually, yeah, over time, these marbles obviously have gone through a lot. And now, cut my own sentence off, by the way. Now, we have to remember, Marble League is not that of a high impact sport. I mean, there's collision. We know that.
And
But
you know,
it's not like every event we're slamming into each other. But definitely
they
there's
are.
probably some chips in these marbles
Except
over
they
time.
are,
Some
like-
weathering.
Like when you actually like roll
Definitely.
and when you when in balancing, just that little fall at the end or falling off, that will cause a little bit of a chip at the end. Like
That is tr-
little
that's true.
bumps. Like it doesn't need to be a huge big bonk. It just needs to be a little bit each time. It's like water or wind wearing a can't talk today. Water
You'll get
or-
it, like I said before.
water or wind wearing up against a rock. It's just like that. Over time, they get hurt, and that's what we saw with Momo. I mean, a year just kind of did it for them. I mean, maybe they're made of weaker
Yeah.
glass.
Maybe, or maybe they have been just competing a lot longer. And actually, that is a great analogy because that was kind of what came to mind when you said that. The water weathering a rock away over time, because it kind of is like that. Like even if you stare at water beating against a rock for even full days, and that's what you did for a week, you wouldn't really see that much of a difference. You wouldn't. But you come back a year later, a couple of years later, you will actually see visible changes in the smoothness of it. By a person from live chat. Hope you enjoy your life there. You will see visible changes in the smoothness of that rock, and that's definitely probably a component here over time. Like you take like Savage Speeders or Rangers.
And that's the thing.
Rangers.
And here's the thing.
All the way back from 2016.
Is let me just say, I just like to say, is the teams that have been replacing marbles will probably be the teams that stick around longer.
Right.
Like
That's
they-
true. But
like
what makes you think we're replacing marbles?
Well, the thing is, what I'm saying is, like, when teams, like, replace marbles, like, put in substitutes and, like, limit the impact, like, they keep the marbles healthy. Like, it's, like, in week 17 of the NFL, they don't play the starters in anticipation for the postseason. That's kind of what some teams have been
Right.
doing. They've been playing the backups so that they can just keep their starters healthy. I think those teams that
right.
do it,
Oh, okay.
so the teams that actually do that, like, backup plan, I think they'll actually be around for longer, or like actually like switch out and have other marbles retire. I think that actually will will keep them in the game longer.
Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. Like some of these teams, like the Savage Beaters or Rangers, will often, in events that aren't as important to take the victories in, they will use their reserve members because they're trying to keep their team healthy because they've been playing for so long at this point.
4 years is pretty
that
long for a
it's-
marble with heavy collision.
Yeah,
Or even small collisions.
heavy collision. Yeah, definitely. And then that's just a good point. And definitely goes back to the point that not visibly, but definitely in existence, are the slow weathering away over time of these marbles as they compete each year. I mean, it might even serve to make them more round and more battle ready, you could say, but I don't know. Actually, it's hard to really tell. I mean, you do see teams like Savage Speeders continuing to do really well. I mean, they got fifth last year compared to their first, second, and second, but can you really say that's really that much of a decrease? I mean,
Yes,
fifth
it is.
fifth.
Yes, it is. You can say,
Mellow
because
Yellow.
if you look at the point differential. If you look at the point differential, the younger teams that have less chips have done much better. You can see the point differential if you look at the point differential.
All right, but like, what about teams that were new in like 2017 that didn't perform very well?
Well, if you think about it,
like I'm pretty sure
there
the
weren't
Raspberry
many.
Racers in their first year or 2018,
They got
Raspberry
top
Racers'
half.
first year they didn't perform well.
They got top half. And if you notice, the golden age is the second year. I've actually noticed for the past 3 years, the second year team has won the Marble League. Look it
Really?
over.
Every time a second year team.
Yep. It's the golden age.
That's true. I mean, wow. That is interesting because actually, besides, of course, the first year, our Rangers were in their second year when they won 2017.
Now, granted,
Was
there were like 15 other second-year teams in there.
No, wait. Midnight Wisps were... Oh, yeah, they were in their second year when they won 2018. And, well, Green Ducks were... No. Raspberry Racers
second year.
were in their second... Wow.
And the
about
Green
that?
Ducks...
Okay.
And the
Wow.
Green Ducks or Hornets look poised to win it. I mean, like, the Green Ducks or Hornets look top form.
Oh, Hornets are not going to win Marble League 2020.
I would not
Absolutely
be surprised. I'd say top 5.
I
for
would
Hornets.
be
Top
very
5.
surprised. There is no way that you can apply the skill seen in the Marble Showdown to the Marble League. It's like night and day. The competitiveness of each league.
Brendan, I think you're the only one who really thinks that lowly of the showdown. But like you predicted that the Ducks would win before before ML19 even started, and they had absolutely no prior experience that we've seen. With the Hornets, however, we have seen them perform against veteran teams. So why would
No,
it
that's
be
not
more
even
likely?
true. That's
Yes,
not
they're
even
performing-
true. When I predicted that, I predicted that based off their performance in the ML 2019 qualifiers.
And how many
Qualifiers
events
that
does the
included
2019
teams-
qualifier have? 4. That's the same amount as
Right,
the
but
showdown.
no, but you're not. That's not my point. It's not about the number of events. It's about the fact that particular event or group of events came under a competition in which you saw many other more skilled teams. Those were the teams of Marble Olympics. You had Oceanics in there who evidently did bad, but you had Oceanics,
were
Raspberry
not-
Racers, Hazers.
Oceanics were not in the qualifiers.
Whoever would I know there's a couple that were auto qualified. I blanked on those, but like the ones that weren't, like those ones were competing right up against with the Green Ducks in those qualifiers. So they were performing against other high level teams very well in the qualifiers. That's why I made that prediction, and I was almost right. When you come to the Marble Showdown, you're not looking at teams that have the same skill level. I mean, the Limers absolutely atrocious, but like even like Team Primary is really not that good of a team, and has not shown that at all. And they even performed pretty well in this Marble Showdown, showing that the competition in that grouping is not as high as the Marble League 2020 would be, or even the regular qualifier. And I think that's the differential you have to make.
I argue against that because if you look at the scores for their the block pushing, it's actually pretty good. Like, not a lot of the teams in the Showdown scored way higher than most of the teams in the Marble Olympics, or the Marble League. They scored higher.
In what?
Like in the Showdown, let me just pull it up real quick.
In what event? What event are we discussing?
We're talking balancing.
What's not? You have to take into account certain things here. First of all, the block pushing was different.
No, I'm
than
talking
the
about
one
balancing.
in
And there was no block pushing. I'm going to compare all 4 events from...
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's not even... But like, think about it. Like, for example, if you were to say the funnel spin, the funnel race, if you were to talk about scores from then being better than scores from the Marble League, you have to take into account the fact that only 6 marbles competed in each round of the funnel spin in the Marble Showdown, while 8 competed in the funnel spin in the ML19.
Well, I'm talking about
balancing. And there is a
balancing.
difference.
I'm talking about balancing. And the thing is, they competed by themselves. So, if you look at the scores, I'm just pulling it up real quick right here.
That's good. Research is good.
So, right now, if you look at it, the top team primary, actually got... Okay, so, just pulled it up quickly. Team primary actually got second out of all the teams. Out of all 28, they got second.
Okay.
And the lowest score they had, the Rojo Rollers, would have actually finished in 15th. If you were to push all of them out. So,
okay.
It's amazing. They had, let's see, Snowballs. They would have finished in fourth if you were to actually count them down. Hornets would have finished like 5th or 6th, depending on how you're counting. Like the top 6 or 7, they were right up there with the top 8 or 9 of balancing in the real Marble League. So.
Okay. So what?
So.
Is what I'm saying.
They are competing on the same caliber. These teams in the Showdown are competing on the same caliber or higher than the teams in the Marble League. In the actual Marble League.
Balancing is definitely not an event that we can use to project that sort of opinion.
Okay, then I'm going to use the Sand Rally. Because the Sand Rally course is actually the exact same. I'll use the Sand Rally course.
No, it couldn't have been.
Yes, it was. It was. If you look, there were actually Marble Olympic signs on the Sand Rally for the Marble Showdown. It was the same.
Right, but like did you compare the two videos and see the course was exactly the same length and then the course?
I did. If you actually look at the thumbnails, they look exactly the same.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because they probably went to a specific location, so that while they were there, they probably thought to just go ahead and film Showdown while they were there.
That's true. Okay, give me the facts on this because I know you're about to.
Okay, I'm looking at times right now. Just have to find them right now. And there we are. Just had to pop to the end for that, and now we have to go to the Showdown.
Good narration of our computer work here. Yes, that's the man. I am just trying to save myself at this point. But it's still something to consider. Because when you get in the ring with the Savage Speeders and the O'Rangers and the Midnight Wisps and the Hazers and the Green Ducks, things change. Things change. Pressure, contact from those types of teams. Okay? That kind of stuff makes a difference. Even take balancing.
Okay.
Okay,
now
take
on
balancing.
Sand Marble Rally, there...
Wait. Let me finish this point. Take balancing.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, S-Man just
I
wrote
know
a very
they
good
performed...
point.
Listen. Yeah, but listen.
Yeah,
here,
I'm listening.
Let me finish this for a second. Let me finish. Balancing, I know that comparing the scores from Showdown to back to ML19, you got those kind of results where some of the Showdown teams would have finished close to the top. But you have to remember, when you get in the actual Marble League event, once you're in that Marble League 2020 or even in the qualifiers, you have a higher pressure. Okay? And you have different teams around you. Okay, if I'm a team and I'm looking around and I see the Cobalts and the Limers, and I'm not going to be that worried, and I'm going to be more confident. But when I look around and I see O'Rangers and I see Savage Speeders, and I'm in this Marble League 2020, the real one.
Hey,
I mean, you're going to start to feel the pressure, and I can't say that you can most definitely compare those two.
I can.
I get the point, but it's a little bit, in my opinion, off. Go ahead, sorry.
If you have watched the Hornets' social media, I've actually seen a lot of them facing up against pretty good teams. I've seen them face Team Momo, which is a 2016 veteran, which finished 4th. Now, they haven't been healthy, which has been the problem. So, they have faced a veteran. I've seen them face Jawbreakers, which did very well. I've seen them face Shining Swarm. Now, what I'd really like to see them face is O'Rangers. If they can beat the O'Rangers in a practice event, I'm saying there's no telling what. Anyway, and also secondly, is the fact
that's an if. And that's the biggest if I've ever heard. To
Hey.
say the sentence, if they can beat the Rangers.
I say they can.
That is a huge if.
I'd like
Just
to say something.
to propose that statement.
Let me say
Go ahead.
something first. Rangers are only in their second time trying to qualify. And it's going to be tough for them. They're not used to this position. And for the Savage Speeders, I think they're going to collapse. I think it's going to be a collapse for the Savage Speeders this year. Next year.
I should have you on more because you're good debate here because you know what he just said, everybody? He just said that he thinks the Savage Speeders are going to collapse this year.
What do you think, Mr. Waff?
I think the Hornets have a pretty good chance. We definitely shouldn't count them out. The Savage Speeders, I don't know. I wouldn't say that they collapsed. I think they've been our pretty much our statistically. I'm pretty sure they're still our best performing team overall for all the years. So I'd say that they still got plenty more in them.
Yeah, I'd say they have a couple more years at least.
Well, I'm going to say
they're really going strong.
I'm going to say they don't finish top half in the Marble League this year.
You don't think they're going to finish top half in the Marble League?
Yep. Either that or they won't even make
claim. That's a
Hey.
very bold claim.
Let me say,
Wow.
I said in 2018, after the 2018 the Amazing Race, I actually posted a comment that Yellow responded to. And I said the Savage Speeders would not get top 5. They got 5th. They just barely missed it.
They did get top 5.
They did.
They were 5th, yeah.
Barely. The Rangers were only
And
3
what
points
are we
behind.
what are we doing right now? What are we doing right now? Okay, are we saying that 5th place is bad because they got second and first the years before? I mean, it's not that big of a difference. Getting 5th place versus getting 2nd place, you did really well. Okay, and to say that the Savage Speeders are declining in their skill because they got 5th instead of 2nd in the top marble competition in the world, I think that's a little bit much to say.
Here's the thing. Is when you're playing up against teams that are high caliber, you have young teams that are healthy. You may not be healthy.
That's true. You do have some new, younger, healthier teams.
You do, and you are a veteran, yes. But the thing is, look at the teams that finished in front of them. The top 3 were all rookies or second-year teams. I think that trend.
That is true.
That trend will continue because you have some younger teams, and I mean even the teams that haven't really qualified for the past few years, they're still healthier. So I mean, 4th-year teams like Rojo Rollers, if they manage to qualify, I wouldn't be surprised if they go around on a huge hot streak and get top 5.
Wow. That is a bold claim. I gotta be honest with you. To say that the Rojo, oh wow, that is bold. It is a point. About these younger teams.
I just gave an example. I'm not saying the Rojo Rollers will actually go top 5. I think it's more likely to be Hornets or even Minty Maniacs, which have experience. They are
my god! Oh man, we must be tired because he just said the Mini Maniacs might go. I'm sorry. Now I understand the Hornets point, but Mini Maniacs, we're talking Hubalino here.
And Hubalino is very similar to that. Remember, we had an event dedicated to Hubalino, which they have competed in before.
And it's not nearly the caliber of the Marble League.
It is. I'm going to say one of the teams from the Marble Showdown or the Green Ducks will win the Marble League.
Okay.
Doesn't Mini Maniacs have prior experience with 2017?
Yes. No, 2018. 2018. They got 10th, which is pretty good.
Okay. All right, that is a lot of bold
Okay,
talking.
S-Man is actually saying they got 13th, but still, they beat out a few teams.
Oh yeah, because they did so bad. I remember they did so bad in 2018. I was making predictions on them as well. Okay, to unpack a little bit here, because we actually have to start to wrap up. By the way, we're approaching an hour, everybody.
Yeah.
An hour about marbles. All right, but we start to wrap up here. I do want to mention. Okay, I definitely agree with you that younger teams have a lot of potential. All right, I think the Hornets will qualify for ML 2020. I think the Hornets will not get top 5. I think I could see them in the middle of the pack on the real Marble League 2020. And that, to me, is a pretty good prediction. Okay, I think that. I think that it's possible for one of the 8 Showdown teams to win the Marble Olympics. I get that, because you do have some decent teams down there. But then again, remember, they have to get through the qualifiers. And get, you know what I'm saying? They have a lot of steps to take. And I think that I understand the Green Ducks, like you said, you predicted they have a chance of winning Marble League 2020. I agree with that. But I think there's just other teams there that are still rising. Like, for example, I think Mellow Yellow is going to continue to perform at the level they did this past year and better. 4th this year, their second time.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No, wait. They got 4th this year, and they've actually performed in the podium twice beforehand, with that blip to 15th, I think, in 2018. So actually, that team is one to watch. I think the Savage Speeders are on a pushover this year. I think the Rangers are very upset about their placement this year and are really going to come back and try to push a strong finish. I think the Oceanics, we haven't seen the last from them. All right,
think we have.
There are teams that I don't think so. I think I think No Oceanics will become Yes Oceanics this year.
Okay, can I just fit in my claim? I think the second-year streak, second-year streak will continue. Either the Hornets, Indigo Stars, or Green Ducks will win the Marble League. That's my final guess. One of those three.
Right.
That is a guess. We will remember that guess. I think your best chance is the Green Ducks, and your worst chance is definitely the Indigo Stars.
I honestly think the Indigo Stars, it's a lot like the Raspberry Racers. They got like 11th, I think, in 2018. They got 14th. It's going to be very similar to the Raspberry Racers comeback.
It's a claim. It's a claim. Yeah, I could make a claim. I could say the Limers are gonna take the 2020 Marble Showdown and go all the way to the top for 2021.
No,
it's a wrong claim, but it's a claim.
They won't.
I mean,
I can tell you. I
think that there's possibilities in what you're saying, but it's just gonna. It's hard to discount some of these other teams. Is all I'm saying, and I don't know. I don't know. Actually, that's something to think about. I think it'd be good to have you on again in the future as we get closer to this Marble League. And definitely after the qualifiers, as we're in that waiting period between the two, to kind of really focus in and make these predictions. And it's the most exciting time of each year when we get to predict and discuss the results of the qualifiers and how that relates to the coming Marble League. And I definitely, we'd love to have you back on do that very important predictions.
Are we going to talk? We still haven't talked SMR. So, who do you think will win SMR? Real quick.
I think we're going to have to start to wrap it up. SMR, I literally don't know anything about it anyway. So
real quick, just red number 3 for me, just real quick.
Same, red number 3 all the way.
It's the easy pick, but it's the one I'm most confident in.
Right. Yeah, I'd actually next time, I don't know who we're gonna have on, if we have anyone on, but I'm gonna need someone to kind of brief
remember,
me.
Next episode will be just you and me. Remember, it's like it alternates.
Yeah, whatever we do. But yeah, I'm gonna have to research some SMR because I don't know as much about it as the Marble.
Hey, Marble guy,
Olympics
what
League
do you want?
Showdown,
you still
whatever.
haven't told what S-Man wanted you to tell.
All right. I don't know. I don't know what he wanted me to say. So
I think it's something about the.
We're just gonna wrap it up here, though.
league.
All right.
Can I actually, since I was kind of
Draft league. It's the draft league.
Can I
Marble
wrap
guy.
it up?
Can you wrap it up? Go ahead, Mr.
Yeah.
Wolf. Take it away.
All right, so during your conversation, I realized that the reason why we actually couldn't find your updated predictions for Showdown because it was in that deleted episode with Nova Wolf. So
Okay.
I found your old ones from Discord and mine as well, and so I would like to go through to kind of compare how it all turned out because it's quite interesting. So
I'm gonna pull this
to
up
go
real
with Brendan's.
quick. I'm gonna pull up the actual Showdown, the event 4.
Yeah, I might end up cutting this out anyway. Can you wait? Can you hold that for next episode? Because we're going over an hour here.
I mean, I was gonna make it real quick, but
Oh but next episode will likely be just you and me anyway. So let's just hold.
Well, it will be
hold those for next episode.
Well, it should be just you and me because that was our plan. Remember, to alternate.
Yes, I remember our plan. I made the plan. No, but that'll be a little teaser for next episode, guys. Okay, next episode, you'll get to hear how wrong my predictions were and how wrong Waff's were. Oof. And we're gonna go to the outro song here. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be something random. And I hope you enjoyed this little debate, and we really enjoyed having MFA on today to discuss this past Marble Showdown and how interesting that was.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll
for
see you guys
having me
next week for. You're welcome. We loved having you.
That was great.
We're going to see you all next week for episode 19.